Hello and welcome to Master Debatin'. I'm your host, Parker Hollendunner, here to hold your hand and lead you gently through the meatpacking district that is amateur college television. Today, we will be tackling one of the most divisive holiday issues in modern America. When is it appropriate to begin listening to holiday music? Mariah Carey is said to thaw every year at midnight on November 1st, but many purists argue that you must wait until Santa arrives during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in order to usher in the season. Here to settle this once and for all are Devin Jezik and Ben May. Devin, let's start with you. When should the Christmas playlist be defrosted?
Definitely November 1st, like Mariah Carey says, and what she does when she unthaws out of her ice. What is the ice machine?
Cryogenic stasis, like Walt Disney's head.
Yeah, I think it should be November 1st. We put out Christmas decorations before Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people do that here in America and across the world in different countries. We decorate the stores that we shop in before. We sell Christmas stuff beforehand. So I'm saying November 1st.
Ben, I hear that you aim a little bit later on in the season.
That's right. I think Thanksgiving Day is the perfect time to start listening to Christmas music, because I think it's a good period to transition into like the holiday spirit. And I think if you start at the beginning of November, like Devin's saying, I think that's just too long to be listening to that genre of music for, a month, 2 months, who knows how long that could last.
So Ben, you mentioned the holiday spirit kind of being shifted in there. Devin, does the holiday spirit begin at Thanksgiving, or does it begin sooner with the playlist, or are they not linked at all?
I think it begins right after Halloween. The second Halloween is over, the holiday season begins. Whether that's celebrating Thanksgiving or celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah or anything else, I think that concludes the holiday season.
I understand your point there, Devin, but I do think that starting another holiday right after Halloween ends is a little bit jumping the gun. I think people need some sort of transitional period to, change from dressing up and scaring people and doing trick-or-treating into like the warmer, cozier side of Christmas.
But aren't you doing the same when you say you want to celebrate Christmas on Thanksgiving? You said you want to start
I
listening
think those
to the
two
music.
holidays are more related than Thanksgiving and Halloween. I think
But
Thanksgiving...
Ben, she does have a point. I'm sorry to jump in. I have to ask you about the fact that most stores, as soon as October 31st is over, the Halloween stuff goes on clearance, and yeah, there will be an aisle or two for Thanksgiving, but then the Christmas stuff comes out in force before Thanksgiving even hits.
Yeah, I understand. The stores are trying to push more. They're trying to sell stuff, right? That's the goal of the stores. They're trying to sell Christmas decorations and gifts for people who are celebrating the holiday season early. And I think it's up to us as people who are trying to take power into their own hands to listen to Christmas music on our own time. And I think Thanksgiving gives that to the people. I think people during that time, Thanksgiving, November 20th, 23rd, around that time, if you're listening to Christmas music from that time until Christmas, I think it gives you more control over how you celebrate your holiday season, rather than just listening to what the stores and what the corporations are telling you to do.
I like that, Ben. Devin, let's stick with that individualistic look of how the holiday season looks. Instead of following that corporate plan, how about individuals? Why should their holiday season begin before Thanksgiving even comes around?
Why not? Christmas and the holiday season is a wonderful time. I don't think it's too early to celebrate. It brings people together, it brings people happiness, and you don't have to be thankful just for Thanksgiving. I think Christmas and Hanukkah is a wonderful time to be thankful to.
All right, and then how does the music specifically play into that, and why does the music need to come out so soon in order for people to begin feeling that way?
I think music is it's a part of our culture. So with every holiday, well, not every holiday, but most holidays, there's music that goes along with it.
I think I agree with that statement, Devin, but I also think that, if you're listening to Christmas music too early, wouldn't you agree that it's too long to be listening to that genre of music? Wouldn't you get tired of listening to the Mariah Carey album, as much as I love that album, over the course of, 2-3 months?
I don't think so. I have my own Spotify playlist, and I listen to that every single day, and it never gets annoying for me.
I don't agree. I think you have to leave Christmas music to, the end of November, December, and the beginning of January. It makes it feel more special. I think if you listen to it for too long, it just becomes kind of background music. And rather than having that, I'd like to enjoy the songs, on these albums and those Christmas music albums specifically. I'd like to listen to those songs and just appreciate them during the time of Christmas rather than earlier.
That's interesting. Let's focus in on that, the idea of dilution, and that if we let the Christmas songs come out a little bit too early, maybe they just start blending in with the rest of the music. Devin, does the music need to be held more sacred? Does Mariah Carey, because she doesn't defrost until the beginning of November, does she need to be held in a higher court and her music be kept kind of separate from the rest of the generic songs that we listen to every day?
Yeah, I think so. I think Christmas music kind of has that special realm in the music industry. It has like this specialness to it.
But then shouldn't it be saved for a smaller window of time? That's
No,
what
I
I'm
don't
curious
think
about.
so. I think it should be able to be celebrated as long as someone wants. And for me, that's November 1st.
I mean, okay, so you're saying you personally, you would like your Christmas celebration in terms of music to start on November 1st. If you're starting on November 1st, when would you stop listening to Christmas music?
I stopped listening to Christmas music on January 1st.
January 1st. Okay, so wouldn't you agree? I mean, November 1st to January 1st, that's not too long for you to be listening to that genre of music?
Nope.
I think most people would agree that it does dilute it, Parker, like you were saying. I think Christmas music needs to be enjoyed during the holiday season specifically, not before, not after. I think January 1st, I can give you credit there. I think that is a good time to end listening to Christmas music. But I would say that the end, Thanksgiving Day, would be a perfect transitional period, right? So you end Thanksgiving with your family, even if you don't celebrate it. You have the whole month of the holidays, December, and you end on New Year's Eve. I think that month is plenty of time to be listening to Christmas music.
I'll ask you both this quickly before we wrap up. Devin, I'll start with you. Is there any specific Christmas song that you think really makes your point for you, that is good for that longer stretch of time? Ben, same question for you. Anything that really illustrates that smaller section of time?
I think there's way too many songs to choose from. There's just so many good ones. Like you have 80s Christmas music, 90s Christmas songs, you know, it's just hard to choose a specific song for
What
that.
a watered down answer. Ben?
I would go with Mele Kalikimaka. I'm from Hawaii, and that kind of really brings my family together during the holiday season. I go to the beach and stuff, and that song to me represents Christmas, Parker.
Alrighty, that is all we have got today here on Master Debatin'. Thank you for spending the little precious time you have left on this earth with us. When we come back, Cam Manna and Kyle DeSantis debate who is better at kissing Pete Johan's ass. Stay with us.